Put it on the floor. Stand up. Only when I say go, you're gonna give me 10 jump and jack. Only when I say go, not yet. Let's get ready. Go. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Freeze. You know, last weekend was a very long weekend. And that was an opportunity for me to go and visit one of your friends. I went to Maria Jose's house on Saturday. And when I get there, they just came from apple picking. And Maria told me, Mr. G, guess what? I picked up 35 apples and my sister Emma picked up 23 apples. I said, wow, that's great. And he said, Mr. G, do you know all the way you can find how many apples my sister and I picked up? I said, okay, Maria, wait a minute. This seems very interesting. And I told Maria, can we wait until Thursday so we can bring it at Texas Tech and solve it together? And she said, yes, right, Maria? Now, I want you to think of this problem we just said, and I have right here, and I'm going to ask Miss McClellan to read it loud for you. While she's reading, I want everybody to listen carefully.
Maria Jose and her sister Emma went for apple picking last Saturday. Maria Jose picked 35 apples and Emma 23 apples. How many apples did they pick all together?
Wonderful. Now, I'm giving you you don't have to write anything yet. Take 15 seconds of think time and think how we can solve this problem using all different strategies we learned already in the class. Let's remember, this is your work. This is all the strategy you can use to think how you can solve this problem. This is what you did the other day, and I want you to think about this and think how you can solve this problem using one of these strategies here. I'm going to put it right here for you to see. We have 10 more seconds of think time. 9, 8. I see Kiara is thinking deeply. 7. Silvano is thinking deeply. 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 0. Great. Now, in this problem here, what do we know in this problem? What do we know in this problem? What do you know? What information? Leo?
What do we know about this problem is that Maria Jose and her sister went apple picking last Saturday.
Very good. This is something we know. What else do we know? What else do we know? Naomi?
We know that they picked Maria Jose picked 35 apples.
Good. We know Maria Jose picked 35 apples. What else do we know? What else do we know? What else do we know? Stefan?
We know that Emma got less apples.
We know Emma got less apple. So how many apples Emma picked?
23.
23. Great. What is our question here? What is our question? You can read the question here. What is our question? Maria?
35.
What is our question?
How many apples did they pick all together?
How many apples did they pick all together? Now, in this problem here, we have one keyword that can help us find what operation we need to use to solve this problem. There is one keyword. What is the keyword in this problem? There is one keyword. What is the keyword? Silvano. Addition. But let's look at this problem. Is there any word addition here? There's one key word here. Leo.
Addition, but all together.
All
doesn't mean-
together.
That's
This word
adding.
is very important in this problem. All together. Now, Leo, how all together can help us figure out what operation we need to use here?
Because how all together means how we can find it is that you see all together is like when you have 35 apples and 23 apples. All together is like when you put it all together.
So when you put it all together, what operation you think you're going to use?
Addition.
Addition. Great. We're going to use addition. So what are you going to add here? What are we going to add? What are the two numbers we're going to put together? I want to see more hands. I'm looking for 100%. I'm not looking for 35%. Silvano, what are you putting together here?
23
Mm-hmm.
plus
Plus
35.
plus 35. 23 plus 35 or 35 plus 23. That's the same. So we got 35 plus 23. Now, how can we solve this? What is one way we can solve this? What one strategy we can use to solve this? Who can tell me the name of one strategy we can use to solve this? Let's remember what we learned the other day. You have to remember that. We can think about using what strategy here? Ahmadu? Adding. That's what we're using here, adding. But what are the strategies we can use to solve this? Emma, can you help us? Maria? No. What strategy can we use? Sweetie?
The strategy of putting 23 under the 35.
And how do you call that? When you put 23 under the 35, what is the name of that? When you put it vertically, what is the name? There is a name. We're using Lizzy?
Standard.
We're using standard algorithm. Now we have 23. How do we put the 23 under the 35? We got to think about first what we need to do. We got to think about how can you put the 23 under the 35? Yes, sweetie?
Put the 2 under the 3.
We put the 2 under the 3 and we put the 3 under the...
5.
But let's remember, we always have to start aligning our ones. Great. So we put 3 here and we put 1. Somebody can help me? What is 3 plus 5? You can call out. What is 3 plus 5? Let's go. 8. Very good. And what is 1 plus 3? 4. Great. What is our answer?
48.
Now, this is one way we can solve this problem. Let's think about another way to solve this problem. Is there another way to solve this problem? Thank you. You see, everybody makes mistakes. Even the teacher can make mistakes. Thank you. 58. Great. Now, is there another way to solve this problem? Leo, can you come over here and help me solve this problem in a different way?
We can maybe use our place value chart.
We can use our place value chart. He said we can use our place value chart. How do you use our place value chart?
You gotta put a line and make two lines under.
And what are you going to put here and here?
You gotta put the tens and the ones.
Where the tens go?
The tens go in the left.
Okay.
The ones go on the right.
Okay, great. What are you going to do next? All eyes on Leo.
Now, all we have to do to solve the problem is you gotta put the 3 in the tens.
3. How are you going to put the 3? It's like this?
And you put the 5 on the 1.
Okay.
And you put the 2 in the 10. And you put the 3 in the 1.
Okay.
After that, you gotta solve them by using 3 plus 2 equals 5. And 5 plus 3 equals 8.
All right, Leo starts by saying 3 plus 2, and you say 5 plus 3. There is a little problem here. What is the problem here? Leo starts 3 plus 2. What is the problem here? When we add, where should we start? We all know it. When we add, where should we start? The ones place. We always start the ones place. All right, Leo? So we're going to have 3 plus 5 equal 8. And
the 3 plus 2 equals 5.
Equals 5. This is also another way using our place value. And I love how Leo think about place value. Because place value will always help us solve an addition problem. Let's give him 2 claps. Let's give him 2 more. Thank you, Leo. So there are so many different ways we can use to solve this. Let's think about it once again. We have standard algorithm. We have place value. We can draw a picture, a number line. We can use also expanded form or base 10. Great. Now, boys and girls, this seems a little bit easy for you. Let me put a little bit of spice on what we need to do next, and I have a surprise for you. We have a very interesting problem here. I'm going to have Ms. McClellan read the problem to you. While she's reading, I want everybody to listen very carefully. 1 second, please. I'm waiting. All eyes should be on Ms. McClellan, and all bodies should be super straight. I'm waiting. Thank you.
So our problem is Kiara's mother buys a box of dry erasers for $25 and notebooks for $18. How much does Kiara's mother spend?
Thank you. So, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Ms. McClellan, you can set up the time. 5 minutes to solve this problem. And let's remember, while you're solving this problem, boys and girls, I want you to think of all the strategies you can use to solve this problem. If you finish one way to solve it, you find another way. If you finish another way within those 5 minutes, find a third way to solve this problem. You have 5 minutes. And let's remember, what do you already know that might help you? Think about everything you know that can help you solve this problem. Go, you have 5 minutes.
They're writing They're writing the problem.
No, they don't have to write the problem. You don't have to write the problem. Just start solving the problem. You don't have to write.
Turn to the page that's in your book, please.
Everybody should be solving on their notebook.
On the blank page. Blank page, you're solving. That's why you see. No, thank you. Jose? No, thank you.
Great. So when I was walking around, I saw so many good strategies, so many. I wish I could pick every one of you to come and share. But I have to pick only 3 or 4 students. Kiara, can you come over here? All eyes on my co-teacher, Kiara. You can speak loud.
So what I did was
Can you come over here? Right.
So what I used was
Louder.
So what I used was standard algorithm.
You say, I use standard algorithm.
So I put 25 plus 18.
You say, I put 25. Can you explain how you put 18?
I put plus when I'm adding.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Then I put 18.
You put 18. How did you put the 18?
By putting 1 and 8.
I put 8 under the thing and 1 here. All right, great. Mm-hmm.
And then
Louder.
count.
We want everybody behind over there to hear your voice, your college voice. Let's go.
So then I
Mhm.
count 5 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then 5 plus 8 equals 13.
Say 5 plus 8 equal 13.
5 plus 8 equals 13.
Mm-hmm.
And then I count 2.
What did you do when you say 5 plus 8 equal 13? What did you do?
Then I put the 1.
And then you say I put the 3 here and
And then I put the 1 on top of the 2.
can you say loud? I put the 1 on top of the 2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Then I count 1 plus 2 plus 1, and it equals 4.
Equal 4. And what is your answer?
43.
43. Now, friends, do you have any question to ask Kiara on her strategy? She said 25 plus 18 equal 43. Do you have any question to ask her? Any question here? I have a question, Kiara. What makes you think that when you say 8 plus 5 equal 13, what makes you move the 1 here?
Because
Mm-hmm.
can't,
No, talk to them. You're the teacher.
we can't put 3. We can't put the 1 next to the 3.
Mhm.
We need to put on top of the 2 because we need to put another number next to it.
We need to put another number. But why do we move? Who can help us? Why do we move? Why you say 8 plus 5 equal 13? We put 3 here and we put the 1 on top of the 2. Why? Maria?
And then I'll block the number of what you have to add. So you have to put on top of the 2 and add what those 2 numbers equal with your second number.
Good, because 13 is made of, when you say 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 is made of 3 ones and 1, 10. 13 is made of 3 ones and 1 10. That's why we're moving the 10 to the 10th place. We're moving the 10 to the 1th place. And this has a name. What do we call this? We have 13. We move the 1 to the 10th place. We call this regrouping. We call it regrouping or renaming. Everybody say regrouping.
Regrouping.
So we regroup the 10s to the 10th place and the 1s to the 1st place. Any other question? Okay, let's give her 2 claps. Let's give her 2 more. Thank you, sweetie. Maria Jose, can you come and share? Okay, Maria.
What strategy I know is your disk.
You say my strategy is the disk. Okay?
First, what I did is I put in 9 and then I put a second line and more 10s and 1s.
Okay?
And then I put 2 10s. Then I put 2 circles for 25.
Okay, so 2 circles for the 20 in the 25.
And then I put 1 circle and I put a 10 inside it for 18.
And I put
For the
1
1.
10 for the 18.
And then I put 5 ones for the 5 for 25.
5 ones for the 25. Okay?
And then I put 8 ones for 18 for the 8.
8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And I label them. Okay?
And then I counted 10, and then I circled those 10.
She said, I count the tens and I circle 10, 10. Let's see. Let me take this one here. Let's count. Count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And you say you circle this, right?
And then what I did is I counted it, and then it equals 43.
And then you move this 10 here, right? And then what you do?
I counted the tens for the tens, and then it was 40, and then I counted.
Here you got 4 tens. And how many ones do you have left here?
And then you have 3 ones
3 ones.
left, so and then it's 43.
Or what makes you think that's 43? 4 10, 3 ones. What makes you think that's 43?
Because 4 tens is 40, and if you add the 3, it equals 43.
It equals 43. Any question to Maria Jose? Any question?
Why,
Yes.
why
Go ahead.
did you circle 110? When I circled the tens, it's 4 going
Turn
1.
around.
When I circled the 10 is 4, we can see if the question is correct, if the answer is correct.
Well, another question? Yes?
How did you get 4 tens from? How I got 4 tens after I circled the tens, I borrowed one for it can make only 10, for I can see if the answer is correct.
Yeah, you say instead of saying borrow, I regroup 110 to the tens place. Instead of saying borrow, I regroup, I count. That was wonderful. I count 10 1, and we know 10 1 equal how many 10? 10 ones equal how many tens?
110.
110. 10 ones equal 110. So she circled 10 ones here and regroup them in the tens place. That's how we get the 40. Your question is answered? Very good. All right, let's give her 2 claps. Let's give her 2 more. Thank you, sweetie. Lizzy. Okay, Lizzy, let's go. That's what you did?
So first I put tens and I put ones.
Ones and tens.
And I put the 2 on the 10th side.
Okay.
And then I put the 1 in the 10th
So you say you
side.
put here 25 and then you put 18 under. Okay.
And then 5 plus 8 equals 13.
Say 13. 13 what? 13.
Ones.
13 ones.
And 2 plus 1 equals 3.
3. 3.
Tens.
3 tens. Okay. So you got 3 tens and 13 ones.
And then I
And then what did you do? Look at your paper. What did you do? Say you take the 110 and bring it here. Alright.
take 110 and I bring it to
You take 110 and you bring it here. I'll give you 110. And then you have here 3 ones
ones.
left. Okay. Now you got
4.
4 tens. Mm-hmm.
And then I
3
got
ones.
3 ones.
And what is your answer?
43.
43. Do you have question for Lizzy?
What? Why did you go next door? So I can get more ones so I can get more ones.
You can say, so I can take the 10 ones here and bring it to the tens place, just like our friends Maria just did, huh? All right? All right, let's give her 2 claps. Let's give her 2 more. Thank you, Lizzy. Great friends, I see here 3 great strategies, but also let me think about one more strategy that I haven't seen anybody did. I see Silvano tempted that strategy, but nobody was thinking about this strategy here. Let's think about it here. I'm going to move a little bit this board here, just a little bit, and I'm going to come back. Now, I see Silvano start using, that was 25 plus 18, right? I see Silvano doing 20 plus 5 plus 10 plus 8. What is the strategy here? This is the, what you call, expanded form. This is what we call expanded form. We break down the number, and then we put the tens together and the ones together. So what we need to do here, we're going to do 20 plus 10 plus 5 plus 8. And what is 20 plus 10?
30.
30, great. And what is 5 plus 8? 13. Now, we still can, that's where Silvano stopped. We still can break down this 13. Doing 30 plus, how can we break down 13? What is the expanded form of 13? What is the expanded form of 13, Silvano? What is the expanded form of 13?
10.
10 plus
3.
plus 3. Good. Now we have, what is 10 plus 30 plus 10? Silvano? 40. What is 40 plus 3? 43. Great. Now we have, let's remember this. We have 1 strategy here, and we have 3 more strategies here. Now, boys and girls, I want you to think how these 4 strategies are similar and how they are different. So we're going to compare and contrast Kiara's work, Maria's work, Lizzy work, and Mr. G strategies. Now, what do they have similar? When we compare, we find out the similarities. When we contrast, we find the difference. What all these 4 strategies have in common? What do you think? Let's look at this one. Let's look at here. Let's look at here. What do they have in common? Nami? They have the same answer. And what is the same answer? 43, 43, 43, 43. They all have the same answer. So this is one thing they have in common. Now let's think about what is the difference between these 4 strategies. What is the difference? Eliana?
They have different problems.
They have different, instead of saying they have different problems, they have different way to solve them. They have different way to solve them. How different they are? Who can tell you what is the difference between this and this? How different they are? Silvano?
They have different strategies.
They have different strategy. How different are these strategies? How different? Kiara use standard algorithm. And Maria use this disk value. But now let's look at Maria's strategy and Lizzy. They have something in common. They have something similar. What do they have similar, these 2 strategies? What do they have similar? Let's look at this one and let's look at this one. Sir, can you please stop this? Thank you. When you look at these two,
More hands.
Stefan, when we look at these two strategies, what do they have similar? This one and this one.
They both.
I love the word both. They both
counted by tens and ones.
They both counted by 10. They both use place value. And how different they are? How different they are? This one use, look at here and here. Leo?
What is different about this is that Maria's one has tens in it, and the
Lizzy
Lizzie's one has
has numbers. Lizzy use numbers and Maria use disk. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to bring back this problem here. Now, I want everybody. Let's look at. I want everybody to have their eyes here. Let's look at these two numbers, 35 plus 23, and can I have another color? And that was 25 plus 18, right? And we say we have 3, we have 1 here and 43. Now, let's look at this one here and look at this one here. Let's look at the first problem and the second problem. How different they are. What is the difference between them? Let's look at the numbers. I want everybody to focus on the numbers here. Let's look at 5 plus 3 equals 8, and let's look at 8 plus 5, what we did. Silvano, I really love your participation, but let me find someone else. I love how your hand is always up. Let's look at 25 plus 18 and 35 plus 23. Did we solve them the same way? Liam? No. So what is the difference? You got it, Liam. Let's go. You got it.
35 plus 23 is not the same answer.
Say it again.
35 and plus 23 is not the same answer.
We don't have the same answer, but let's look at the ones place. Let's look at the ones place here. We got 5 plus 3, we got 8. 5 plus 8, we got, I got 13, but I didn't have the 3 here. Tumani?
The 5. There's 25 past the 5 and 35 past the 5.
Naomi?
It's because they taking that is the A.
Here, if you say 5 plus 3, we got 8, and we write the straight answer 8. Did we write the straight answer here when we say 5 plus 5 is 13? Did we write 13? So what did you do? We regroup. So the difference between this problem and this problem is, this problem we don't regroup, there's no renaming, and this problem here we have to regroup. That's the major difference between this problem and this problem. Here we regroup because we got more than 9 ones. So every time you do addition, if you have more than 9 ones, you have to think about regrouping the 10 ones into 10. And you have to regroup them in the 10th place. Great. Everybody stand up. Let's go. Everybody stand up. Give me another 10 jump and jack. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sitting down silently and safely and tracking the people. Great. Now let's think about what we have learned in math today. What have we learned in math today? What have we learned in math today? Liam? Liam, go ahead.
about standard
We learn about standard algorithm. Okay, but what else did you learn about today?
Okay, thank
tens
you.
and ones.
We have learned tens and one, okay? But what did we do today? Look at this. We were, Maya, we have learned addition with, say it loud and proud, with regroup, with regrouping. And let's remember also, when we do addition, we have to, what we need to do? We need to line up the, we line up the ones and the tens. Great. Now friends, it's time for us to pass our practice, and then we go to our exit ticket. Ms. McLean is gonna pass out your practice. Once you get your paper, write your name on it and start working right away. Your sounds are off.
Mask on. There we go.
Not now. Michael, sit up, sir. Let's do some practice here. You know what? You're gonna have time to copy all this on your map journal. Right? All eyes here. All right, we have 36 plus 28. What is this strategy here that I already given to you? What is the name of this strategy? Liam? This is a standard algorithm. All right, what we need to do? What we need to do right now? 20. 20 louder. That's 36 plus 28.
36.
You can come over here. That's fine. Come. You can see from there. All eyes on 20.
36, 28.
Okay.
The 6 is this.
What did you do? You do?
I add 6 and 8.
You add 6 and 8.
And that makes 14.
Then make 14.
So and 3 with 2.
Okay, and then you say I write the 4 here,
And the 3 with 2 makes 5.
and then put the 1 here.
1, so that makes 6.
Then make 6.
So that's 64.
Very good. So let's remember, friends, what we learned earlier. All eyes up here. Earlier, we said 14 is made of 4 ones and 1 10, and we regroup the 10 on the tens place. So that gives me 36 plus 28. All right, friends, we're going to continue our practice, but for now, I want everything to be away so we can go straight to our exit ticket. Now we have about 4 minutes to solve our exit ticket. 4 minutes. We have 3 little problems. Make sure you put the date and your name. Just remember the date is here. And put your first and last name. And you have only 4 minutes.
Start working on your
All right, guys, so that's great what we learned today. And we're gonna take whatever we learned today and use it for our next lesson. Today, we learn about adding two-digit numbers with renaming. Tomorrow, we will be learning how to add three-digit numbers with renaming. So let's remember everything we learned today, we can use it for our next lesson. Everything we learned today can help us be prepared for our next lesson. So let's try to remember all the strategy we used today so we can use it for our next lesson. So I'm gonna have you copy all the strategy we learned today on your math journal so you can use it for our next lesson. Okay? Thumbs up if you get it. Thumbs up. Let's give ourselves 2 claps. Let's give 2 more claps. Wonderful.